Hi Geminis, and welcome to your timeless relationship profile reading. This is the Dream Medium. Welcome to my channel. So Gemini, I have to apologize. This reading is going to be quite different from how I do my readings. For some reason, I've had trouble with uploading your reading. While I was filming it, I had so many interruptions and I had to constantly pause and then resume your reading. And then after I was done completing it, the reading deleted. It deleted. And so I'm like, you know what? I think this is a sign, and I feel like something's trying to block me from relaying this message to you. I know that this message is meant to be heard by someone. And so pretty much what I'm going to do, I'm just very thankful that I haven't, taken up the cards from your reading. Like I said, it's already been filmed. It just deleted, but oh my gosh, I'm still gonna film it. We're just gonna do like a review. I'm gonna go back and repeat everything that I said. I have not touched your future spread though. So for those of you who are familiar with my readings, this is a past, present, and future reading where I, reveal your past and your present and your future. So yeah, Gemini, I'm so sorry. You guys know I always shuffle on camera so that you can see that I'm not making this up, and I promise you I'm not making this up. Yeah, I don't know how the reading even deleted, and I was just experiencing so many disruptions while filming it. It's like something was trying to stop me from doing your reading. It's so weird, but I will make sure that I get this reading to you. I promise, okay? So welcome to my channel. I'm sorry I'm a little bit uneasy because I'm really upset with what happened, but I will certainly repeat every single thing that I heard about you from your reading. So Gemini, let's just start with your past. The top 3 cards represent what happened in the past between you and your love interest. And this message, this entire reading was so important. Like the message was so vital. And so I feel like something is trying to block me from relaying this to you. Like I really feel this way, but let's just get started. Okay. So you're starting with the past. What happened in the past between you and your love interest, right? The moon card was the first card that came out, and then I clarified the moon card. So the moon typically represents secrets or something that you were not acknowledging, right? Now I do feel like when I first pulled out your cards, very strongly the message that I got here is there's been heavy deception. There's a particular person, and I really feel like, of course this is a relationship profile reading, so I'm going to be picking up on 2 energies. So if I say that you did something and you know that it wasn't you, it was your partner, then that's fine. Flip it. The energies can be reversed. Okay, if it's resonating, apply it to your situation the way that it occurred. But there's a partner here between you and your person, Gemini, where one of you has a really, really evil friend. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. This is not even a friend. Okay, this is a really bad friend, but there's a friend here that is a major blockage between the 2 of you. And the moon card is saying that yes, there is multiple blockages in this connection, right? Because for number one of you, either you or your person, was really stuck and tied in a very prolonged toxic situation, and it took forever for this specific partner to get out of that toxicity. But it's just the power of love. When your heart is calling out for someone, you can't control it, you can't contain it, and you will eventually find your way back to them. And I really feel like that's what happened to this partner who had been very passive and submissive to this toxicity. It's like they were so familiar with being in this particular toxic situation that I would really say that if it wasn't for their true love coming in, they would not have had the passion to leave that toxic situation. So there's a partner here, either you or your person, who has been tied up in a very draining, very prolonged, like I said, this situation has been going on for a long time. And finally, recently, this specific partner had the courage to walk away, okay, and to free themselves of that chain, free themselves of that toxic situation, and to go towards their true love. All right, but there is, I feel like the moon card is saying that this specific person that is really the blockage between the two of you has been so excellent at disguising themselves as a good friend. I feel like it's a mutual friend, but I just feel like this could be your friend, or it could be your love interest friend, okay? So in clarity of the moon, you do have the death, the star, and the judgment. These are very powerful and straightforward card. The death card is exactly what it says it is. It is an ending. All right. So this is the partner. This could be Gemini. This could be Gemini's love interest, but this is the partner that finally, after a very long time, finally freed themselves from a toxic situation, whether that was with a karmic. That karmic could have been a third party, a toxic ex. That third party, the karmic could have been a relative, a friend. But I really feel like this person was incredibly tied down by this situation, and it really blocked them from doing what they wanted to do with their true love. But like I said, the power of love gave them the strength to leave that toxic situation and go towards their true love. So there's an ending. They ended something from their past, okay? Now, after they ended that situation from their past, the judgment here is saying that they made a final decision. So this isn't just them, walking away from situations, but this is them cutting people out, okay? I definitely see this person stopped communicating with like a friend or a relative or that third party. They really permanently shut out that toxic situation. A final decision was made from them, finally. So next, you have the star card. The star card is a person who's manifesting. It makes perfect sense that the star card and the death both came out to clarify the moon, because after they ended that toxic situation from their past, they went towards a new beginning, which is you, their true love. Or it could have been you who ended that toxicity to go towards a true love. But for ease, we're going to say that Gemini, we're going to say that it was your love interest who left a toxic situation to start a new beginning with you through manifesting a second chance, all right? Next, you have the King of Swords. This is where it gets really juicy, because the King of Swords, clearly you can see this is someone who's unhappy. The reason why this King of Swords is typically seen as cold-hearted and mean, cutting, is because they are hurt. They've been heartbroken, and they have their sword up to defend themselves and to protect themselves from being heartbroken again. So a lot of times I feel like this King of Swords is a person who's hurt, and it's almost like they're putting this sword up because they're waiting for that person who hurt them to come towards them so that they can deal with them, so that they can give them a piece of their mind. In clarity of the King of Swords, you have the Five of Cups and the Tower. Why did your person become suddenly so upset with you when this was a person who was so passionate and so much in love with you that they did something that a lot of us wouldn't have the courage to do? Put our foot down and end a toxic situation, whether that's with a family, with a friend, with a past ex, whatever it was. It's tough. It was a toxic situation, and I feel like they really risked their reputation being ruined by cutting off these people. But the King of Swords is them all of a sudden being upset with you, being very hurt by you, being very defensive. Why did it happen? Because this is where a specific outsider, who I feel like it is your friend, okay? You, the viewer, of course, like I said, the energies could be reversed. But this specific friend is not from the partner who left a toxic situation. They're not from their side. They're from the partner who's going towards their true love. This friend is very close to their true love. So I feel like it's you guys who's watching, but of course sometimes cross watchers watch as well. But if this is resonating, apply it the way that it happened, because this is your past, so it already happened, right? I saw very vividly, very clearly, when I looked at the King of Swords, when I originally pulled out your spread, that there is a friend right? A really bad friend, but there's a friend here who infiltrated and relayed a false information about you to your person, which completely shut down this person and stole every passion and determination that they had to go towards you. Which is why when that false information was relayed to your person, they became defensive. They became hurt. Because I feel like what the false information was that you were not interested in them, or that you were seeing other people. Whoever relayed this information, I strongly feel like it's the friend of the true love. It's your friend, okay? And it's just so crazy because with the Tower here, like I said, it was a spirit crusher. I see your person in the beginning was so passionate to reconcile and fix this. And the second that friend went to them, and I feel like this is a mutual friend, but I feel like this friend comes from the true love side, the true love's personal group of friends. I feel like, that's where they come from. But I feel like this friend is mutual to the both of you. So this friend has been keeping close tabs because they knew that your person was trying to come back. And right when they heard about it, they had to go and crush this person's spirit by lying to them that you had either moved on or that you're seeing someone else. You have the Five of Cups here, crying over spilled milk. This is your person incredibly hurt and disappointed because they felt like they lost their chance. They felt like it was too late. They felt like now it's unrequited. They felt like, oh, maybe maybe it's just all been in my head. Maybe I've been the only one who's been interested in them. All because of this discouragement that this particular friend made. I mean, it's let's continue. As you can see, I'm very, very upset about this. I don't like liars, especially people trying to separate two people. So next you have the King of Pentacles. Your person in the past was this King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is an incredible energy to embody. I always say if you have a person, a love interest that is embodying the King of Pentacles energy, accept their offer, because the King of Pentacles is a very sure person, very certain of who it is that they want to be with. They have a pentacle here. They're not going to go and give their offer to just anybody. So if they give their offer to you, they're offering you commitment. They're offering you stability, okay? They're focused on you and you only. So your person, despite what happens in the past, whether they were stuck with a karmic, whether they were stuck in a weird situation, the lesson, the experiences, okay, especially the lessons that they learned from that toxic situation, really showed them who it is that their heart desires, which is you. So that those lessons made your person more sure, more certain, more determined to come towards you. This is a person who's very confident that you are the one that they should be with. And it's so unfortunate because they started out as the King of Pentacles just for them to leave and stop investing in this connection because of that one false information that was relayed to them. The Eight of Cups is a person who is tired of investing because they're not seeing the benefits. You know what I'm saying? They're not seeing their efforts being valued. If you see these 8 cups, think of these 8 cups as investments, okay? Investing their time, their effort, their love into this connection to make things work, to reunite with you. But the second they got that misinformation, that false information about either you had moved on or that you were with someone else, they felt like it was best to just walk away. And it's so interesting because if you look at the 8 of Cups, notice how there's a sun here being covered up by the moon. Okay, because it's saying they made this decision from false information. They didn't know the whole truth and they made this big decision to stop investing. It's like I see them really doing a U-turn. They were on their way to you and then they just did a quick U-turn. And they're like, you know what? Maybe I'm too late. Maybe I should walk away. Maybe I shouldn't go towards my true love. In clarity of the King of Pentacles, you have the King of Wands. Do you see the trouble, the drastic effect that that friend really had on your person? Because they started out as the King of Pentacles, someone who was certain, confident, wanted to give you stability, an offer of a commitment, to this King of Wands, leaving your person to become this King of Wands, very hurt, very defensive. I always see the King of Wands as a person who's conflicted, because it shows that even though he was upset when he heard of that false information, even though he was disappointed in you, the King of Wands is saying that this is someone where, despite their defensive energy, there's still love. They still have love for their person, which is why they're hoping, and they're still, sort of watching and hoping that something will change, that in the end, they will get the outcome that they want. They will get that happily ever after with you. So this is what your person was feeling. They walked away defensively because that friend who's very close to you, so they believed them, misinformed them about you. Okay, but it's like that love was still keeping them holding on to you, even though they didn't want to. They were so hurt, they wanted to walk away, but they couldn't. So they just became defensive and patiently and hopefully waiting that in the end they will get that happily ever after that they want with you. So let's see what's happening presently, right? The first card that came out was the King of Cups. This is your person, okay? When I first pulled out this card, or at least when I first filmed it, right? The King of Cups, I knew very well that this was your person's energy, because what I intuitively saw was like a discovery from your person. I feel like, and this is why I always say, like, love is so powerful, and if two people love each other, nothing can separate them forever. Okay, you might be able to separate them for a little bit, but love is so powerful, and they will find a way to come back. And it's so beautiful that the amount of love that this person has for you, despite what people were trying to put in their ear, they still had so much hope, because the King of Cups is them, okay, discovering something. I saw that this person may have saw something online. They may have found out something about this friend. I feel like this person here, your person, put 2 and 2 together about that friend. Whether it was through what they discovered, what they heard about this friend, I feel like it's more so they saw something about this friend that sort of made them, take a step back and say, I don't think this friend is a very good friend to my person. So let me not believe what they said. It's like something happened, okay? This friend pretty much exposed themselves without knowing it, because your person's very observant, and I feel like they saw some kind of evidence, or let me not say evidence, but they saw something that kind of took them aback, and they were like, this friend doesn't seem very trustworthy to my person. This doesn't seem like a good friend. So let me not, listen to what they have to say. Let me not, what I'm saying? Let me not stop myself from going towards my true love just because of what this one friend is telling me. It was like this enlightenment. Something was exposed to your person that they should not trust that friend, okay? In clarity of the King of Cups, you do have, I did pull out a lot of cards for this. You have the Page of Wands, and you have the Knight of Cups. But I actually want to talk about this Devil, because the Devil card came out to clarify the King of Cups as well. So presently, your person is seeing your friendship group as untrustworthy. After this discovery that they had about that friend, they kind of put 2 and 2 together, and they're like, I don't know, that friend doesn't seem very trustworthy. I'm not gonna listen to them. So they're now kind of, I don't want to say they're being nosy, but they're being cautious of your friends, especially if you guys have mutual friends. They are being very cautious towards them, because they feel like you have a lot of toxic friends that are not good for you, but you're not aware of it. The Devil card represents toxicity, and sometimes it can even represent a karmic tie. So you have a friend around you. I really feel like this friend is from your side, not their side, but it's general, right? But I will just say this, for the majority of you, this friend is from your side, and you trust this friend so much, and that's why the Devil is coming out, because it's almost like you see your bond with them as like, oh, this is my best friend, or, you know, this is someone who I trust. But little do you know, like, the truth, you know, the truth behind this friendship. Little do you know what they say and do behind your back. And what makes this so toxic is that they're so close to you, so they know everything about you. And so they, you know, it's like they are your worst enemy in a sense, because they know every single thing about you. You have confided in them about this connection. And I feel like they're jealous. I really do. In clarity of the King of Cups, let's talk about this Knight of Cups. Yes, the Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands. Whew. Gemini, you guys are going through a lot, okay? With the Knight of Cups here and the Page of Wands, the Knight of Cups is the energy of that friend, that toxic friend. They are deceitful, they are a liar, okay, and they mask themselves very well. So this is someone who acts like they care for you, they act like they're close to you, but it's only so that you will open up to them about personal things, okay? It's like you have an enemy right underneath your nose and you don't even know. But this is the energy of this friend who I see, if this hasn't happened already, because this is your present, if it hasn't happened already, very soon it will, like within a matter of days. This very same friend, all right, will come to you with some form of information. In your first reading, when I first pulled out the card, I was like, let's see what this information is going to be. They're going to initiate some kind of information and give it to you, give you information, act like they found out something and they're just trying to do what's best for you. So I asked when I first filmed this, I was like, what is this? You know, what's going to be offered? What's going to be given? And the Page of Wands came out. Misinformation is what they're going to relay to you. Okay, pages represents a form of communication, and the Page of Wands clarified the Knight of Cups when I asked what exactly is going to be given, you know, to Gemini. What is going to be given to them? Misinformation, lies, gossip, more things to more gossip and misinformation to block you from being with your person. But there's a pattern that this friend is using, so they're not all that smart. When they found out that your person was coming towards you, what did they do? They went towards your person and relayed false information to them. Okay? Now, they thought it worked. Like, yeah, I pushed them away. They're not going towards Gemini. Look at what's happening presently. They are realizing that it didn't work. They're like, man, Gemini's person is really in love with them because this person is persistent. This person's coming back. This person has regained their passion. They're coming back to Gemini. So let me go to Gemini and relay a false information about their person. Do you guys see? Oh my goodness. Do you guys see how evil this is? This is certainly a mutual friend, okay, who communicates to the both of you, whether you know it or not. They're going back and forth, okay, because they realize that, man, they couldn't mess up your person from coming back, but they can mess up your perception of your person. All right. So lastly, in clarity of, because remember, these are all clarity cards that came out for the King of Cups. The last clarity card that came out for that King of Cups is the Two of Wands. This is you, Gemini. This is you being so torn. You being so like conflicted and confused on who to believe or what to believe. What should you do when you have your personal life, your love life clashing with your friendships? What do you do in that case? Who do you listen to? Who do you believe? It's tough. It's a tough situation. You're in a sticky situation right now and you lack control of your life because there's too many people trying to control you as well. Kind of like the people who were trying to control your person, who had your person stuck in that toxic situation. Perhaps you're going through this situation so that you'll get a little taste of what it's like to be manipulated and controlled, forced to do something, forced to make decisions that you don't want to make, sort of like what your person went through in the past. So next, you do have the Seven of Pentacles, all right? This is you. This is you trying to make the right decision. I feel like you've been doing a lot of reminiscing, and you've been looking at the history between you and this person, and you're finding it quite hard to believe that your person would do such a thing. Whatever that information that was relayed to you, you're finding it hard, okay, to believe that they did that, or that they are that certain way that your friend is telling you that they are, because you have history with this person. You've shared very special moments. You see the potential. You're still holding on to the potential of this relationship or this connection, even if it's been a long time since the two of you interacted with each other. This is you, regardless of the rumors, regardless of that information that isn't true, by the way, that was given to you by this friend. This is you saying, you know what? I don't believe that. I don't think my person would do something like that, or say something like that, or act like that. Because you're remembering what this connection was like before other people started, interfering. In clarity of the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Swords. You're stuck. You're confused. You're conflicted. You're in a messy situation. The Eight of Swords. Did I say Eight of Cups? Eight of Swords. If I did, sorry. Eight of Swords. Feeling conflicted. Feeling like you're stuck. Not knowing what to do. Not knowing what to believe. What to say. Which direction to go. Your personal life is a mess. I'm going to be very honest. And you have to really reevaluate those who are close to you. Be selective with those who you surround yourself with. That's really an advice that I would give you. In clarity of the Seven of Pentacles, you do have the Ten of Pentacles that came out, which is excellent. The Ten of Pentacles, you have 10 pentacles. Pentacles represents abundance. This is like the maximum amount of pentacles in this tarot deck, 10. So there's so much abundance, so much potential for the two of you to make this long term. Whenever I see the Ten of Pentacles, I really see that this connection has the potential. Like, I feel like this is a person that you will most likely settle down with, have a family with, have a future with. And perhaps that's what's causing some people to be jealous. In clarity of the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant. So I see you, I'm so glad that this Hierophant came out, because this is you seeking guidance, whether that's from other people, whether that's from I feel like this is your own guidance. This is you listening to your intuition, your insight, your own wisdom that you have gained through your own experiences. And this is you making a decision on your own, not a decision made by that friend. This is you reminiscing about the moments between you and this person. You saying, you know what? I don't believe that. I don't think my person would do something like that or be that certain way. This is you not allowing outsiders to blind you from seeing the abundance of this connection. Next, you have the Page of Pentacles. Pages represents a form of communication. This is a present. This is everything that I'm saying is your present spread. So it's happening right now, whether you're aware of it or not. And this Page of Pentacles here, communication, is going to come towards you. If it hasn't already, I'm telling you, within a couple of days, it will happen, where your person will finally be able to get to you and to explain what in the world is going on here. Okay, and they will be giving you communication, and they will be giving you an offer, a very valuable offer, because this is a pentacle being offered to you. In clarity of the Page of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands. They will be coming towards you passionately. I almost feel like they're going to be rushing in with something to say, because they have a lot to say, especially about you and the people who you confide in, the people who you trust. A lot will be exposed. Lastly, you have the Lovers. This soulmate connection. The Lovers represents a soulmate connection. that they feel for you. It's like that light bulb moment. Perhaps in the past, they could feel the connection, but they couldn't pinpoint what it really is or what they need to do. But I'm telling you, once this person sees this connection, acknowledges the blockages, they will be like, wait a second, this is something that's meant to happen. Because if it isn't meant to happen, we wouldn't have so many jealous people. We wouldn't have so many blockages. I mean, it's just going to be as clear as day that this is something that's meant to be, which is why there's so many obstacles in the way. All right. So Gemini, I really hope that this reading helps. I hope that I will get this uploaded to you or else I'm going to be very upset. But we will be talking about the future, what's going to happen in the future, which I'm so excited to reveal because I haven't revealed it yet. I didn't get to that part when I first filmed it, but we will reveal the future spread in the extended reading. You can view the extended reading for $4.99 on my website. The link to my website is in the description box. Or you can purchase a private reading with me where we're going to look into your own love life with your own love interests, and I'll tell you what you need to know. Private readings can be booked through my website. Like I said, the link to my website is in the description box. I offer a variety of private readings of all prices. So if you're interested, you're welcome to go and take a look. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please be safe out there, and you have a great day.